everybody, Remy Rex here and welcome back to my Dark Dimension 4 one-shot series. We are going into node 2. So I have tried this node a couple of times already and haven't done too well with the combination I used for node 1. So I thought let's go back to the combination I used originally, which did have Hela in. So I did obviously optimize and cloning a Hela. And then let's sub Kestrel in for Symbiote Spider-Man, hoping that she will do a lot of the work for me. So we're going to give this one a go and hopefully this will be a one shot. So that's why I've gone for this team. I know a lot of people are probably going to say in the comments, well, Hela, Hela isn't all that anymore. Most people won't bother taking Hela. I absolutely love Hela. She was my original unlock that I ever got. I just realised I probably should have gone for Sinister, but we'll get back to Sinister in a minute. She was the first kind of main character I unlocked. I started playing when Asgards were a big thing, so that's why I have my Hela and I love my Hela. So we can at least now, we're going to clone a Sinister. Let's hope my Hela doesn't die in the meantime. But obviously Kestrel here is going to do a lot of work for us, and I know Kestrel's a new character, but you can't not have Kestrel, can you? I mean, every player's got her as high as they possibly can, so I feel like she was worthy doing. So we'll now go back to Ghost Rider, and the really great thing about Kestrel is that you don't have to get people all the way down. You can just get them till they're nearly gone, and then Kestrel will clean them up for you. Although she has gone for Ghost Rider instead, but that's fine. We can get him down, and then we'll get Mr. Sinister down. Now I only want one Mr. Sinister clone because it takes so long for the clones to come back round that there's not much point in me waiting, and I can utilise somebody else. The really great thing with Zemo in this node, even though I know he is quite squishy for Dark Dimension 4 in general, but again such a great character, is that he does clear that Drax taunt for you, which don't need to heal, which does make it a little bit easier going kind of forward on this wave, as you can see. And then we'll just save abilities, ready for the next wave. Now this is where I always get in a bit of a pickle with Blob, and I'm not really sure how best to do this because he is somebody you want to get rid of first. We're going to slow everybody down. Now hopefully the plan is to clone a Hela. Now I'm going to disrupt him, but he's resisted, but he does have counterattack, and this is what really kind of hurt me last time, was that his counterattacks, he was just kind of getting everybody. So there's no Greg there, so I don't want to be hitting Blob with a character that I don't want to die, basically. And then we're going to clone Hela. We're going to clone a Hela, and then basically we're going to allow our army of Gregs to kind of carry us forward. Let's get the special off there. So I'm kind of aiming for these guys over here because I do want to get rid of Blob, but he is squishy. So he's squishy, he's not squishy, he will counterattack and hurt me. So I do need to be careful. So with my characters that are quite tanky, I don't need to worry too much, although let's try the Kestrel ult on him. I just want to get rid of him because he gives deflect, and it is a pain. And look, see my Hela, we need some healing. So the Gregs I can do because it's okay if he kills a Greg, because that's what we want. Zemo I'm not going to do because I don't want him to kill a Zemo. And Sinister I'm not going to do, but I want to hit somebody with defense down so that Kestrel pops off. This Hela I'm going to be careful. I'm going to go back to Pyro because his bleeds will get me. Okay, so now we want to spread some more defense down. Basically, what I try and do is I try and get defense down on everybody, and then that way I can kind of hit who I need to hit, knowing that they will be having defense down, and it kind of works quite well. So I'm going to go for Hella. As you can see, we are starting to get the Gregs going. So basically I want the Gregs to die as much as possible. I'm about to lose, just in time, a nice heal. They're really going after that Sinister, aren't they? Okay, so let's keep going on Hella, because she's got the defense down, and then we're going to put defense down on Graviton so I can start going for him. Lovely. We're going to spread this with some slows and some ability blocks. Again, this is why I just love Hella. I mean, you can't tell me that wasn't good. Don't need to... Okay, so we want to go for the Gravitons next, and then keep an eye on the Pyros as well in the background, just because their bleeds can hurt us. But we've just cleansed with Emma, so that's always a good sign. We're going to get rid of the Gregs. So this is obviously reducing turn meter as well, which is also why it's just so great. I mean, Hella really is and she's not underrated. I think a lot of people have benched her just because she's been a bit power crept, and there are some other really good options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I don't have space for anybody, so that's fine. We'll save the clone. We won't really need anybody else for this node. Now we've got Blob out the way. But yeah, but poor Hella's she's been power crept, and I completely understand. But you know, she is still a big MVP in the Dark Dimensions, and I know she's expensive. I know she's really expensive, which doesn't help with when, you know, deciding who to take up. But what I did with Dark Dimension 4 is I knew I wasn't in the race of, you know, coming close to anybody or anywhere. So what I did is I just went for who I need, who I used elsewhere, who I already had up quite high. I did Hella. She was my Dark Dimension 2 team, you know. She's one of my OGs, so I had her up, so that's why I did this team. You know, I didn't do what was quick or fast, but I did get through it quite well. So here we go, we're on to next wave. So Graviton will always perform his ultimate ability, Pyro will always perform his ultimate ability, Toad will always perform his special, so we're getting lots of debuffs, and then lots of them being prolonged by Toad. So we're going to keep trying to kill the Gregs as much as possible. We're going to load up some debuffs on Drax with the hope to spread them. I was hoping Zemo would clear them there, but he didn't, but that's fine. We can start getting this defense down. We'll just do the basics. He's already got 2 turns of disrupt. So there goes Toad. Now we're going to do the basic because that will clear the taunt. So we can probably want to get rid of Doctor Strange first, but we'll come back to this and we'll spread it. Lovely. So now everybody's got defense down, so it doesn't matter who I hit, Kestra will go off. But now I just need to watch out for the negative effects here, because they will stack up and I might bleed out if I don't pay enough attention. Haven't really got too many positives there. He stunned my Zemo. Let's hope I don't lose him anytime soon. Haven't got anybody taunting, so we'll finish off Doctor Strange there. And then I'm probably going to cycle back right now. I need to get rid of Pyro. I've lost my other Sinister, but that's just creating more space for Greg. I'm going to do my special to clear these and slow everybody. So really I need to get rid of Graviton and Pyro, really, because they are not being very nice to me in my damage. So we'll get rid of these guys. Haven't got space for a clone because of the Gregs, but that's fine. Okay, so now we can work on Pyro because Kestrel will... Oh, he doesn't have defense down. Oh dear. That's okay, Kestra's going to hit him anyway, so we'll do this here, and that should hit everybody. Yes, Graviton's gone. I do need to watch out for Ghost Rider going off with his passive, but I think we're okay. I think we're doing okay. We've still got all my original team. We could do with a bit of healing. Okay, let's spread this. Just trying to see if nobody's got ability block, have they? So we've still got 13 out of 34, so we don't need to do basics yet. I'm now going to cycle back round to Ghost Rider, and as you can see here, we're going to blind him, and then I think it's, yeah, Star-Lord is getting hit. So that's nice. We're not going to clone just because we've got too many Gregs for a clone. See, and also the really good thing about Hela is she does have a lot of sustain because she self-heals. So she is really good. Obviously here as well you can see that I have done Emma and Sinister, which use the same unique, but again for me that wasn't my biggest problem starting Dark Dimension 4. So I didn't have it too bad. So we're going to get rid of Toad, I think, and then we're going to go for the Elsas, just because they can hit hard. And that's it, and then Kestrel just takes care of them in the background. So it's really good. We'll just do one more hit on this one, and then we'll start hitting this one, and that one will get taken care of. So yeah, so I know this is probably the most randomest team to use, but it is the node 2, so there's no, there's no traits, and I think it's nice to try a different set of combinations. This node, the only thing you have to be careful with this node is that blob in the second wave. As you can see with his counter attacks, you do need to be able to control him, which is why by having 2 Gregs, as you can see, the other side, the enemies have hardly taken a turn, so it makes it really nice and easy for me. So Star-Lord from this wave will always perform his special, and Graviton will always perform his ultimate, so we're getting kind of blinded and stunned. Is that right? So we'll go in here. So Kestrel has lost her charge, so that is why there is a Greg. So let's see if we can free ability block Graviton. That will help us out. And then we want to put this on Blob, and it's stuck. Lovely, but look, he just nearly got my Hela. In fact, we can do that on Blob because we want the Greg to die. And we'll keep doing these on Blobs because as the Greg dies, they lose their turn meter, and then we'll do this on Graviton, and we should be nearly done with this node. So these are the final 7. So there's Graviton gone. Star-Lord's over there. He's not anywhere near to taking a turn, so I'm not too worried about him. I'm probably just going to basic it out. Probably a bit soon for basic. Maybe wait on Zemo because he's only got a 2 turn. Do you need to get some attacks on this Blob though? Have we got time to? Is this? We'll do one last heal. Hopefully we've got time for that. Kestrel, she can take a bit of damage. Greg's, I don't mind. As you can see, everybody's just slowly dying in the background whilst my Greg's reduce turn meter. Ow, that might be a bad idea. Nope, we're okay. Okay, now we're on to Kestrel hitting Blob, which is good. So we'll just get him down a little bit more, and then I will focus on Star. And I should have time for this because it's 4 turns, and then we'll get rid of Star-Lord, and then we'll cycle back round for everybody else. We can do that one because it's only a 2 turn. There we go, there goes Blob. We'll start going for Pyro. So Hela doesn't have defense down over there. So next Kestrel turn, I need to get that down onto her. Mysterio does, so that's good. Emma. And then final 3. So we'll just do basics now. Oh, I should have done that on Hela. Pressed the button too fast before I realised. It's okay. Hela's the last one left. Get rid of the Mysterio summon ASAP. And then we'll just work on Hela. And this will give us a chance to make sure we have all our abilities lined up ready for the next wave, which I'm not really sure what team I'm going to use for the next wave. I think I might stick with this team. It seems to be working quite well. If I remember correctly, it is mostly Sinister that you need for this and the global nodes. And there's Hela finally got a turn and almost killed me all. Zemo has gone. He held in this long, but he has gone. So he is very squishy. He is very, very squishy. Okay, Emma will have her ult back. And there goes the Greg, and we're done. So thank you very much everybody for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video or any of the content that I make, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe to the channel. By doing so, it allows me to be able to make more videos for you. And if there's anything in particular that you would like to see, please let me know in the comments. If there's any other teams that you think worked really well for this, what team did you use? How did it go for you? Please also put that down in the comments. I'd love to read about how you got on, and thank you very much for watching.